Hey y'all, it's Mandy, the Sleep Nana. Today is August the 23rd, which makes it my 2-month search anniversary. So I'm coming at you with an update on that. I do my weekly weigh-ins, and then every month I've decided that I'll do measurements. I did get on the scale today. Wasn't happy with what I seen there. Today is Sunday. My official weigh-in day is not till Tuesday, so hopefully something there will change. But spoiler alert, it's not moved. So, but we'll see what happens in the next few days. Anyway, okay, this video is not gonna be long. I'm super tired. My oldest 2 grandkids are here for a sleepover, and they've had me pretty busy this evening, which was fun. But they got Nana ready for bed. I had VSG surgery with Dr. Rossi at CMAC Weight Loss Center in Charleston, West Virginia on June the 23rd. I am 44 years old, 5 foot 4 inches. I took my measurements the morning before surgery, or the morning of surgery. So that's what we're going to talk about. We ain't going to talk about that daggone scale till Tuesday. Okay. Okay, I see it. Sometimes I can't even read my own writing, y'all. From month 1 to month 2. The measurements on both of my arms stayed the same. Hold on, let me move this. Sorry. Legs, I measure like the upper part of my thigh. And it is the same area, and I know this. Y'all are going to think I'm crazy for how I keep track, but everybody's got their thing. I have a thigh tattoo, and so there's just this one spot on that tattoo that I'm like, okay, that's where I'm going to lay this tape measure, and I just kind of match it up going across to the other leg. So I lost 1 inch from each thigh. My neck, I lost I should have been more organized before I started this. Neck, I lost a half inch from month 1 to month 2. And on my stomach, I measure 3 different spots, just because it's something that I want to know, like what's changing. I have, and my belly is my problem area, hands down. I try to tell myself, like, girl, you grew 4 people in there. So that's 4 times, your body's been through that. And then my weight being up and down, losing and gaining with that. I've put it through a lot. But even though I tell myself that, it still bothers me. And a lot of people think that it bothers me more than it should, considering that I grew 4 people in there. And I want to grab a hold of that, but I'm not going to be one of these people that get on here and be like, telling you a lie. I do not like my stomach, and it's going to take an act of God probably for that to change, or a daggone good plastic surgeon, which is in my plan book. So any improvement is welcome. I'm never going to look like a Victoria's Secret model. I know that. I'm aware of that. Because, I did grow 4 people in there. And I'm a realist. But it still bothers me. And I'm not going to be on here acting like, I love every part of my body, when if I did, I wouldn't even have went through the surgery, okay? So, there's that. So, 3 parts of my stomach that I just personally want to track the changes of. Because, it's a big area to cover, okay? Also looks like a freaking road map, but that ain't what we're on here to talk about today. Anyway, so I measured the upper part of my stomach, which protrudes some, and I thought that it was because of the hernia, and so because that's what somebody had told me. And so 2 months after surgery, because I had VSG and hernia repair the same day, I feel like if that was mainly because of the hernia, that I would have, I mean, I don't think it would be completely flat, but I don't think it would be poked out there the way that it still is, I guess you could say. So I don't know. Whenever I was younger, before I had any kids, before I was ever overweight, the top portion of my stomach did not bulge out like that. So maybe it was something to do, changed, after pregnancies or something. I don't know. But anyway, the upper part of my stomach, I lost 2.5 inches there from month 1 to today. The middle part, which is my actual waist, I lost 2 inches there. And the lower part of my stomach, which is also a problem. And because I'm going to have loose skin. I already do. So it's the more weight that I lose, it's just going to get worse, the loose skin is. And like I said, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or be like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have got this surgery because of loose skin. No, I will take loose skin over being morbidly obese and unhealthy any day. So, no regrets still. But anyway, lower portion of my stomach, I lost 1.5 inches there. Hips, 3 inches lost there. That shocked me this month. I just didn't feel like I looked any different there, like in my clothes when I would get dressed and things. I just didn't feel like that had changed, but it did. Best, this did not surprise me because, it just happens. It happens to the best of us. I lost another 2 inches there. And whenever I measure my bust, I didn't measure like underneath, like where the strappy, like the band of the bra would go. I measured like, the actual girls, which I think is what you're supposed to do anyway. I don't know, but that's just where I did it. The majority of the time, I wear a sports bra because I'm at home the majority of the time. Even before everything that's going on in the world right now was going on, I was already, quite the homebody, and I was already working from home, already homeschooling my son. So most of the time, I wear a sports bra. And if it wasn't for my son being home, I probably wouldn't even have that on. I ain't even gonna lie. So, yeah. But in the event that I do leave the house and I put what I call a real bra on, I did notice a difference last week, for sure in the cup size. And like if I go down another cup size, it's going to be too tight. So I'm in that weird spot. And if I go down another cup size completely, I'm going to look like a 10-year-old little girl because I'm already just a big cup. So I don't know, but maybe a boob job in the future. I don't know. It's not something that, really bothers me, not like my stomach does. Like I said, I had 4 kids. I also breastfed all 4 of those kids. So, it is what it is. But I don't know. I've never been, one that's like, oh, I want big boobs or, anything like that. And my husband, he actually has made comments like that. Because I was joking one day about it, and I'm not going to say what I said. But he was like, no, I don't want you to have big boobs. I don't like that. I like, I believe he thinks, though, that all implants or all boob jobs are going to be like, your boobs enter the room long before you do. But that's not the case. They're actually, can look really natural when done correctly. So, but I don't know. I'm rambling about something that's a year or two down the road. So, first month, from day of surgery to my 1 month surgiversary, I lost 34.5 inches total in all those areas that I just named, which shocked me. Like, I was not expecting that to happen. From month 1 to today, I lost 13.5 inches, which I think, y'all, I can't even speak right, which I thought was still, excuse me, some VSG burps, y'all. I thought 13.5 inches total was still pretty good. Granted, I knew I wasn't going to lose another 34.5 inches on month 2 like I did month 1. I mean, it's not going to happen every month. Just like every week, I'm not going to get on the scale and have a 9-pound loss. 1 week, I can forget which week it was. That's what happened for me. I think it was like 9 pounds and, 6 ounces or something like that. That's not going to happen every week. Just like I'm not going to have massive inch loss every month. And, that's fine. It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? So, that means total inches lost since the day of surgery is 48. And, again, I think that's pretty good. No other time in my life have I lost 48 inches and around 50 pounds in 2 months' time. So, yeah, I'll take it. Energy is so much better, guys. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I was struggling with that and also struggling with some dehydration. Fluids are going well. And in order for me to fix that issue, it meant sacrificing some food. But I really have felt that staying hydrated and staying away from any hospital has, needed to be my top priority with everything that's going on. I heard somebody say today that if you say the C word, which is why I keep saying with everything that's going on, because y'all know what's going on, but if you say the C word on a YouTube video, that YouTube will take your video down. I'm not saying that's true, or I'm not saying that that's not true, but I don't want to find out the hard way, so that's why I'm kind of bouncing around that word. So I'm getting in about, well, it's not a solid number. I would say between 450 and 600 calories now, but more of that is from food than what, versus before it was mostly from Premier Protein. And I'll tell you something else that I did. I was having 2 Premier Protein shakes a day, and in my morning coffee I was having a scoop of Gene Pro, which made me hit my protein goals for the day. That's like 90 grams of protein. But the protein tends to, me anyway, I'm not going to say for everybody, but for me, it fills me up, like it makes me feel full. So what I've done is I've not had any Premier protein in, I think this is like day 4. What I was doing was I was having iced coffee in the afternoons. And I was filling up I think it's a 20 ounce cup or 16. It's either 16 or, no, it's more than 16. It's either 18 or 20. I don't know. My cousin made it for me. Well, decorated the cup, I should say. But anyway, I was putting the Premier protein in there and then topping it off with some cold brew coffee that I make. There's a lot of videos on YouTube show you how to do that if you don't know how. Has a really good taste to it. I'm loving it. But anyway, so yeah, I was doing that and then putting some Fairlife milk in there and a sugar substitute, depending on the flavor of Premier that I was using for that day. And so since I've cut out the Premier so that it makes me feel less full for a longer period of time and I can get some actual food in, I have put Gene Pro in there. But it also left more room for more coffee. So that could also explain the awesome boost of energy that I've had too. So, yeah, I don't know. Either way, I'll take that too. The tuna packets that you can buy, that are already flavored, I have been having some of those, which I had already been having them, but not on a regular basis. Those are helping me to hit my protein and getting some food in my sleeve and into my body. I'm trying to think of the one that I'm loving the most. It's sweet and spicy, maybe. I really thought that the Hot Buffalo would be my favorite. I do like it, but I'm loving the sweet and spicy a little more. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, but it's got a really great flavor. Calories, I would say that I'm on a regular basis, like consistently, closer to 600 on a consistent basis since pulling back on the protein. But I'm still hitting my fluid goals with water and a protein water. The one that I drink, the protein water that I like, I think it has 15 grams of protein in it. But the water don't make me feel full for as long like the protein shakes were. So that is freeing up some time and space for food, because that 30-minute rule is what makes that hard, getting your fluids and some food in. It's tricky. It's a constant, well, it's a job. So yeah, like I said, the scale's not moved, but my official weigh-in is not until Tuesday. I did decide on month one to kind of keep that separate. So I'm just gonna, keep doing that. No more NSVs that I can think of. No. So I think that's it. We went over the measurements, which is my intention for these monthly updates. Food, just more of it. Something else that I have been doing is adding more cheese to the salads that I've been enjoying. Not a whole lot, because I have like a half a cup of green leafy lettuce, I mean, there's only so much cheese you can put on that, okay? And it be considered a salad, I think. Otherwise, it's just cheese with lettuce in it. But anyway, I did start adding a little more of that. I was using mozzarella cheese, which has a little less calories than cheddar, so I switched that out, and I've been using the cheddar cheese, which gives me a little more calories. Haven't been worried about low-calorie dressing, so I've been using my regular Hidden Valley Ranch, which is the best. Been as generous with that as I can on a half a cup of green leafy lettuce without it being or becoming soup. So yeah, those two things are kind of calorie dense, which has helped me get my calories up. The protein packets, they vary by just like a gram or so between the flavors, I think, because it seems like I have seen the numbers be different on those. But, you know, you're averaging 15 grams of protein if you like tuna and you want to have one of those. I like it with or without some crackers on the side. If you have introduced crackers to your daily or not so daily, if it's just a little occasional treat into your diet, then go for it. I like the Ritz. They're not even called crackers, I don't think. They're like chips. They're thin, and it says that they're like 40% less fat than regular chips, and the carbs are kind of high. If you're watching your carbs, of course you're not going to have those, but I am not counting carbs right now. Protein is really my main focus, and getting my calories, you know, upped. So yeah, and I guess like when I feel like I'm ready to have some seeds and nuts and things like that, I'll probably use some hemp seeds and things like that on a salad, or sweet potato, and there's a lot of health benefits with those too. So yeah, there's ways you can add some calories and fats. You just have to be creative, and you can do it in a healthy way, and so that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to wrap this up. It's already about 23 minutes long, which I didn't even think would be that long. But if you have not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would do that and click that little bell that pops up beside of there, and then you'll know when I post a new video. And if you don't mind, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in a few days with hopefully some good news that daggone scale has moved downward direction. That's what we want. I should say just moved, because it can move up, and we don't want that. So yeah, but all right. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.